Well, good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Alexis Frazier. After one of those 4 tornadoes that tore through the state came through this area, this is all that's left behind. That message was clear and simple. Cancel Friday's meeting.
Go into prayer.
I'm going to need prayer right now.
You got it.
So since I'm here, I might as well show y'all what I got. I've been practicing a little bit, so let's see. Oh, I made it, Kobe. That's me. The Gamecocks going to the Sweet 16, the men and the women, and I'm a part of the Beehive, but now I learned about the G-Hive. Right? That's a really good story, and we got another one for you.
Yes,
you know what?
You must try it.
You talked me into it. It wasn't hard. We're following a developing story out of Columbia tonight. Police say 2 bodies were found at an apartment complex. I want to make something very clear that Michael Slager has not been sentenced just yet. Barry hammering the Gulf Coast with fierce winds. Thousands of talented people across the country have gathered right here in Charleston in hopes that their dreams of becoming the next American Idol will come true. The police department is also hoping that someone can help them identify an attempted sexual assault suspect. Now take a good look. You'll be able to watch some of your favorites soon by the click of your remote. That's interesting. I'm used to saying, hey Siri, hey Google, you know?
Yeah, well, I think it's a generational thing for sure.
Oh, okay. I said, hey Siri, and she started talking. This is why you shouldn't have your phone in the newsroom. Today, a local business is celebrating a tasty anniversary, and they want you to get a piece of the pie, or should I say donut in this case. Today, Columbia Duck Donuts celebrated its 2nd birthday with what they call a quacktacular offer. The family is calling for justice, just like these few activists who are still at the Burger King where Denquarius died. Now, that single act of courage, giving police more time to respond and save lives. His family speaking out tonight. I wish it was still the dancer treat, you know what I'm saying? I really like it.
Hang on.
You gotta...
Come on.
It's time for our voices to be heard.
We are the students. A sea of red. Fighting for education. Flooding the capital city as teachers say enough is enough.
Legislators, fund our schools. Do your job.
Their response to our message in the past year has fallen on deaf ears, essentially.
Underpaid and overworked is how a lot of teachers feel, many of them saying they work 2 to 3 side jobs just to get by.
Education is not second class. We want to have highly qualified teachers in South Carolina, but we're underfunding education. It is unacceptable and unfair to our students.
They're also calling for better work conditions and resources for students.
Improving conditions in the classroom for children, and which has been neglected by the legislature here. And that sort of shows where their interests lie.
Teachers, students, and supporters came together, passionate and persistent.
This is what democracy looks like.
Pushing for what they believe needs to be changed.
I just am thankful that teachers believe in standing up for what's right. Our legislators need to hear our voices.
Felt like we all got here and had goosebumps, and seeing everyone in the support, not just here, but throughout the whole state being here wearing red and supporting us is awesome. Teachers,
armed with signs like dedicated does not equal doormat, and many question, where's the state superintendent?
We feel that she should be here supporting us, and it's very sad that she's not.
The protest lasting for hours, but the fight for change has just begun.
We want to be South Carolina, not South Don't Carolina.
It is underwater now.
A tragedy in flood waters. A 911 call captures the moments after a van transporting 2 mental health patients washed off the road.
We have the 2 deputies. They are out of the van, and they are secure in the boat. The 2 inmates that are in the back of the van are still in the van, and they're talking and are working on getting them out now.
The quickly rising flood water prevented 2 deputies from saving the female patients who were trapped in the back of the van.
They were not shackled. They were not handcuffed. The recovery of the 2 women. That was what everyone wanted to achieve as soon as possible, to bring closure at least to this part of this particular incident.
The Horry County deputies were rescued, but the race to get the female patients out of a secured transport van became too dangerous as darkness fell on the Little PD River.
We had to get some more equipment in here today and some experts in diving that was able to come in and actually get these ladies out.
Once crews recovered the women's bodies Wednesday afternoon, the investigation into why this happened can begin.
Sad as this situation is, at least now, this part can be brought to a close. The investigation on the part of SLED, Highway Patrol, and the Horry County Sheriff's Department's internal investigation will now get underway in a serious effort.
The 2 deputies who officials believe drove around barricades now on administrative leave.
Our prayers and our hearts go out to the family